3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the show!
Da, 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 da.
There's an old man bearing treasure out there. Goober's in trouble, they in trouble up here. Stop the police. State of origin. Pauline, she doesn't hate just black people, she hates people with special needs too. Pauline is a reggae, she's really, really bad, yeah.
Yes! Trend Settings, episode 47. We did it.
Yes!
We did the first good one in like 6 weeks, guys. We finally nailed it. We did it. It was first try. Killed it. I mean, good one. Like, it actually made sense. The music worked. It doesn't always happen, Chris.
Just wait till you hear the rap.
Yeah, well, you know I can't hear it when I'm singing. So we're back to 5 topics this week.
Woo!
Crazy.
We took it back to the old school.
Let's
Now,
not ramble.
there's some pretty heavy stuff, both in weight and subject matter.
Wow.
Topic 1.
I was aimed at you.
New Mexico treasure poem. Forest Fenn's hidden treasure. Number 2. Uber CEO resigns because...
Screw him.
Yeah, right. 3. Police acquitted of manslaughter in the Philando Castile case. Did I say that right? Is that how you say it? Philando Castile. Sorry, I've got it mixed up. Now, number 4. State of origin, Gam 2.
Number 5.
Wow.
I was waiting.
Pauline Hanson hates autistic kids. Now,
Wow.
And everybody hates Pauline Hanson.
That's clickbait.
yeah,
That's-
maybe. We don't do clickbait. We hate clickbait.
That's voice bait. It's
Now.
baiting you.
Title bait.
Welcome
Yes.
to Trend Settings, episode 47.
Welcome to
This
Trend
is Group Settings. The show is Trend Settings. Like, share, subscribe. Maybe after you finish, though, because you're gonna enjoy this ride. Now, I'm Ali.
I'm Ye Chan.
Jono.
Now, like, look, right? You like the game Uncharted. You like Indiana Jones.
I love Uncharted.
You like treasure hunting, right?
Treasure.
So,
Treasure Planet.
I-
Best movie.
I found out about this story via a sad way, but like, let's just get over it with it.
Okay, let's not get
The
over
reason,
it.
the reason, no, I mean get on with the sad
Jeez,
part,
Okay.
because the story's more interesting than the headline.
Okay.
Like, when I delved into it, let's just talk about it.
Always is.
you dove into
So the reason this was in the headlines was because a guy passed away looking for this treasure.
Ooh.
Yeah. Paris Wallace.
Paris?
A pastor from Colorado.
it. His name was Paris?
Paris Wallace.
It's actually a pretty common name.
It is?
Yeah,
Like Paris Hilton, yeah.
yeah. Well, no, but yeah.
He's a guy, though.
Yeah. So he set out in looking for it, and then his wife reported him missing, and then they found him, I think, 6 months later.
Whoa.
No, that was the first guy.
Oh.
So this guy was reported missing last week, and they found remains, and they're pretty sure it's him, but they haven't formally identified it. Yeah.
Jeez.
Jeez, remains. That sounds pretty gruesome.
Pretty ominous.
Yeah.
How did they check if it's him?
Teeth.
Always asking the insightful questions, huh?
DNA?
Maybe they went on CSI Miami.
I'm just gonna.
I'm so glad he got where I was going with that. I didn't think he would.
So if you're still listening, sorry about what just happened to your ears.
Great.
I'm so glad we got to do that.
So what treasure is this?
Treasure, right?
Treasure.
Buried treasure?
So, you think it's not real, but this guy, Forest Fenn, cool name, right?
Pretty cool.
Sounds pretty historical. Sounds like he does things like this.
Sounds like a
He got
superhero.
cancer, right?
Mm.
But he didn't let that keep him down.
No.
While he was on his cancer trip, you know, trying to figure out what his legacy is going to be.
Cancer
It's
trip.
a trip.
Like
not a drug.
the journey of being on
Right.
cancer
Oh, right.
is what I mean.
Yeah.
Now, he thought, I want to leave a legacy. Like, I'm thinking about how I'm going to end my life, right? Not like
How
on
I'm
purpose
gonna
going to end it, but like how my life is going to end.
Yeah.
Phrasing. Now, so he came up with the idea of making his remains stored with a treasure chest.
Kind of gross.
Yeah. But, spoiler alert, he got through cancer.
Oh, yay.
Did not die. Still
Yeah.
alive.
In fact, he is still alive.
87 years old.
So he didn't do the treasure thing, but I just don't think it ever exited his head. He was always like, oh, that was such a hectic idea.
Sick.
Like, I don't want to put my body in it anymore. But, like, imagine if I put a treasure chest of jewels.
Like
And-
a pirate.
Yeah, which sounds ridiculous, right? But
Just like a
he's-
pirate.
He's like what's kind of his job? Johnny?
He's an art and antiques dealer.
Yeah, so
He's
he
a
has
dealer.
things like this that you can put in a treasure chest.
He's actually quite a famous one. So it said there was a lot of famous people who'd go to his art gallery to get very particular like items and pay like millions of dollars for it. So he'd be quite wealthy as well.
The guy's got money.
Yeah, kind of like Indiana Jones. I bet at least a couple of times in his life he goes, "This belongs in a museum."
But he's 87.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
It's just old.
You think old people can't do treasure?
He's old.
Alright. Power to him.
You ageist?
Isn't that when you would do
87.
treasure?
Anyway, so he made a treasure chest and has hidden it. And he wrote a poem describing how to get it.
He did this in 2010, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a long
Been
time.
out there 7 years.
Should I tell you the poem?
Please.
Please read the poem.
Here
to
reads
us.
the poem of Forest Fenn.
Why do you keep saying poem?
You know it's poem, right?
Just listen. Begin it where warm waters end,
The spa.
and take it in the canyon down.
Sounds dirty.
Not far, but too far to walk. Put it below the home of Brown.
Septic tank.
Bumhole.
Toilet.
Home of Brown,
You
like,
You didn't want to read the rest of it?
wasn't that
There's
it?
24
What?
lines.
Is there?
You
Are
just
you
read like the
serious?
first
That was
two
the first-
paragraphs.
Everything I saw, it was only those four lines.
Oh,
That was the first stanza.
give it to him.
Yeah. I'm so much more excited.
It's gonna go on
Come on.
forever.
got through that
From there, it's no place for the meek. The end is ever drawing nigh. There'll be no paddle up your creek.
Hello.
Just heavy loads of water high.
This is dirty.
If you've been wise and found the blaze, look quickly down, your quest to cease. But tarry scant with marvel gaze, just take the chest and go in peace. So why is it that I must go, and leave my trove for all to seek? The answers I already know, I've done it tired, and now I'm weak. So hear me all and listen good. Your effort will be worth the cold. If you are brave in the wood, I give you title to the gold.
Oh, I know where it is.
Where is it?
I'm not telling you.
It's in his bumhole.
So do you guys know where it is?
Yep.
It's.
Where do you think it is?
USA.
Good. Good.
It was accompanied by a map.
Ooh.
Shivers.
A map which shows the Rocky Mountains. It shows an area that covers 4 states, so like Colorado, Wyoming, New Mexico, and one other. So it's a massive area, but this map, he says the treasure is in this area.
Is this a famous case? Have lots of treasure hunters been looking?
65,000 people, he estimates, have tried to look for this.
Yeah, and he's kind of birthed the community out of this, which is kind of awesome.
It's so easy to find like blogs online of people who have gone through the clues and stuff and actually trying to figure out what it could mean.
Has he confirmed any of them?
He's confirmed that people have gotten within 200 feet. And lots of people have gotten within 500 feet. He made this like weird distinction in area. But he said people have gotten within 200 feet and lots of people have gotten within 500 feet.
Must be buried then.
Yeah, he did say he buried it.
Okay.
It's a treasure.
Did you not? What else would you do with a treasure?
I don't know.
Just leave it there.
Like national treasure. It's like the Declaration of Independence. It's on display for everyone to see.
The treasure was still buried. The treasure wasn't the Declaration of Independence.
Or was it? The treasure was the wisdom.
No,
It's
it
the
was
lessons we
they got-
learned along the way.
They got billions of dollars worth of treasure at the end.
You know what? Through all this, I just hope there actually is a treasure. That it's not like a metaphor or a lesson in life. Because the whole reason he did this was so that people would get out and do stuff, right?
So yeah. So for context, he says he got his like spirit of adventure when he was a Air Force pilot during the Vietnam War.
Far out.
He got shot down twice. He flew 328 sorties, which is insane in like 348 days. So yeah, crazy.
Every day.
Yeah, nearly.
Pretty much, yeah.
And yeah, he says he got this like appreciation for life and adventure from that experience.
That makes me think that the real treasure is appreciating life and living an adventure.
That's what he wants people to get out of it. And that's why when you read a lot of the blogs, they do say that. They're talking about how like every time they've gone out, so it'll be like a guy from like Washington State who takes the trip down to the Rockies and looks for it, and he says he goes on awesome walks. He loves it. Like, it's just hiking. Like, he'll have a rough idea of something he wants to try, but he never regrets that he's gone to look for it.
2 people regret that they went to look for it.
2 people's families regret that they went to look for it.
Yeah. So I guess the trick is don't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Seems like. But this seems like an awesome like team building thing, or like if like I feel like this would be a cool honeymoon or something. Like imagine just going out camping at different places, and then during the day going and finding treasure. Then at night, cuddling and stuff.
Have you been on a honeymoon?
Got really creepy.
Obviously not.
It doesn't go like that.
What happens?
Lots of things.
Oh.
Anyway.
He reckons he found the treasure at night.
Hello.
Found that
Has
box.
he-
So the dude died this week. A guy died last year, and his wife hard out just straight up blames
Forest
Fenn for doing it. He says she's saying he's just made it up. She doesn't even think the treasure is real, and he's just doing it for like some crazy reason, maybe to sell his book.
Even if he has made it up, it's not his fault that he's dead.
Yeah, and it's like who do you blame all the other deaths that happen when people go hiking into the wilderness?
Exactly.
He's said that he did it when he was 80 years old.
Yeah.
And he reckons he's 87 now. He reckons he could still do it. He could still get to the place where the treasure is. So he's like in his blog post, he's telling people like don't take risks. It's like it's somewhere where an 80-year-old man can get to. But I think there's a clue in that poem which suggests there's water involved. And any time people are getting into water, there's a potential. There's a risk that someone's going to drown. And I think that's what's happened to both of the two guys who drowned. And one other lady got lost. She lost where she was, and then she like spent like a really cold night in the mountains, and then they found her the next day.
Shivers.
So yeah,
literally.
And it's over 5,000 feet, so during winter it's really really cold.
It's a crazy story. 7 years, no one's found it yet.
Do you think the treasure's real?
I really hope so. Like if the treasure is that you have a great adventure, like screw him, stuff this guy. But if there's actually a box with $1 million worth of stuff in it, then good on him. I think it's a great idea.
You know what my theory is?
Tell me.
When I was reading this and delving into it, you know what came to my mind?
Indiana Jones.
A different movie, but a movie, yes.
National Treasure?
No.
El
Snakes on a plane.
No.
The Matrix?
No.
Captain America.
Waterworld.
No.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Cliffhanger.
No.
Speed.
It's
Snowpiercer.
your names are like throwing me off, like remembering what I was.
Lord of the Rings.
No. City Slickers 2.
Ah.
The search
Electric
for
Boogaloo.
No, it's for the search for Curly's gold. Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Now the gang's back together, but obviously Curly died in the first one. But luckily enough for him and the actor who played him, he's got a twin brother no one knew about. So
Classic.
Curly's brother's back, and they're looking for Curly's gold, which apparently he hid. And the movie like plays out exactly how you think it would.
So it's like the Goonies,
find
but
it?
not good.
Yeah,
Do you think someone will find it?
but actually it turns out fake. Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Oh, is that what you think is going to happen?
Yeah,
Wow.
it turns out it's a marketing scheme.
Or that somebody finds it, opens a box, and there's a piece of paper that says,
Good job.
"Well done."
I owe you.
Okay.
I owe you $1 million.
Handwritten. I owe you $1 million.
This guy is rich.
Yeah.
Right. He is eccentric.
That's why you would believe him.
True, but there's also not really any reason not to do it.
If I was him and I had 65,000 people out there looking for something that does not exist, I would be having the time of my life.
Yeah.
You'd also never tell anyone that it's not real.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's too late.
You would have to take
that to your grave. Yeah.
You'd think he would have taken it. Actually, were those pictures the pictures of the actual chests that are there?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, there's pictures?
It
Yeah.
must be in the book.
There's nothing in it though. It's just the chest.
Yeah,
Right.
it shows like the size of the chest. It's
Which-
a bronze chest.
Yeah, which cost him 25 grand.
Wow, the chest did.
Yeah,
She was
he's serious about his
expensive
treasure.
chest.
There you go.
But
good
then there's
chest.
also like, what's the chances of finding a chest in the Rocky Mountains? Like, it would be really hard.
A lot of areas.
Like, we just read the poem. That's what everyone's going on.
Yeah.
And the Rocky Mountains is like the length of the US,
Mountains.
isn't it?
There's mountains there.
It covers
Mountains.
Yeah,
Like it's
covers
a
four
mountain
states.
range. Like there's heaps of them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're massive.
I hope.
You know, in Dumb and Dumber, when he's like, man, the Rocky Mountains aren't very big. Yeah, sorry. Random reference.
Thanks, Eddie.
But it turned out they were going the wrong way. That's why there were no Rocky Mountains.
The worst thing would be is if he passed away without revealing the secret. I hope he tells us before
That's
he
how
goes.
I feel about George R. R. Martin not writing those last books before he
It's
dies.
the same thing, yeah.
Totally. That's it. That's enough of that.
Yeah.
Turns out the treasure's in our hearts. Now,